Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing a first impression / review on the new Kathleen Lights times Colourpop collection. This is it right here. She came out with 3 lippies and a complete eyeshadow palette. So we are going to dive right into it and see what it's all about. Do I think it's worth it or not? What do I think? If you're interested in knowing what I think of the collection, please continue watching. And if you like these type of videos, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And let's get into the Kathleen Lights times Colourpop collection. Kathleen Lights and Colourpop came out with 3 lippies, which is these right here, plus a eyeshadow palette right here. I have only tried one of Colourpop's eyeshadows, and that was this right here, the Yes Please palette, which looks like this in here. And I really like this palette. I think it's really good quality. The only thing is that it does kick back a lot. So if you're not into super powdery eyeshadows, then this palette you won't like. I've also tried tons of Colourpop lippies. If you can see back there, basically the entire shelf is all Colourpop. They're matte lipsticks. They're a little drying, but if you kind of exfoliate and you don't add tons of layers, they're pretty wearable. My favorite, however, are the satin, I think that's what they're called. Those are for sure my favorite. So these right here, she came out with Ultra Satin, which is this shade right here, and this is in the shade Dreamy. And then she came out with this shade right here, and this is the Ultra Satin Lip, and this is called Revere. And I'm pretty sure she said that this is French for dream. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And it's really pretty. It's like a very bright, fiery orange, and that's what she said, that she's always wanted a bright orange fiery lip. And then the last lip that she came out with is an ultra glossy lip. I've never tried any of Colourpop's glosses, so I'm really excited to try this one out and see what I think. And this one is called Moonchild, and each one was $6. Now I will say about these two right here, I don't know if you can tell, hopefully you can from the video, but if you can tell, they're not full all the way. They're literally up to here. Now, like I said, I've ordered a ton from Colourpop and I've never received them this low, and so I did email them. I did actually tweet Kathleen and Colourpop, and I Instagram them, and I never heard back from Kathleen, which, you know, she just collaborates with them. She doesn't make the products, you know. But I did also email Colourpop. They did email me back within 24 hours saying that because these are super moussey, that during transient that everything kind of shifts down. So once I pull out the applicator, then it should kind of boost everything out. So we are going to see if that is the case right now. I can't imagine the lip gloss being moussey, so we're not even gonna, we'll try that later, but we'll try this one right now. And like I said, I've ordered tons from Colourpop, tons of lippies, and I've never experienced this, so let's see. So what it did was whatever excess was on the applicator, it kind of pushed it up and then down. But I mean, I can still see that there is gap in there. So honestly, these plain and simple, they're just not full. They're not. I'm just gonna be real. I basically got gypped, and they're trying to create a story for me to believe, and I just don't believe it, because if I hadn't purchased all of these lippies, then maybe I would have been that gullible. But anyways, let's not do a negative Nancy here. Let's move on to the palette, because that is what we're all wanting to hear. The palette is $16 and it's called Dream Street. The packaging, the outer packaging is really pretty. It's the same as the actual palette itself. And then in the back it tells you the shades, the shade names. And this is the inside of the palette. Again, it says Dream Street and those are the shadows right there. She did say that she wanted the outer packaging to be like a rose gold, and so it definitely is very rose gold. I honestly love the packaging. It's super beautiful and it's very Kathleen, I would say. The thing about Colourpop is that their shadows, the names, like if you look at this right here, you would think that the name would be this, but it's not. It's actually this one back here, which I don't know why they do that, but I guess it makes sense for them. This is cruelty free and it is made in the US. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the palette on my eyes and then I will show you swatches at the end. If you have been watching me for a while, you already know I'm not a huge swatch person. I feel like swatches are kind of like a hit or miss and they don't truly tell you enough about the actual product. It's all about wearing them on the eyes and seeing what you think. But I will still swatch for those of you that want to see swatches. This palette does have 12 shades. It has 2, 4, 6, 7 mattes, and then it has 2, 4, 5 shimmers. We're gonna start off with this shade right here, and this shade is called Moony, and I'm gonna use that to set my eyeshadow primer, which is just my concealer. So I like to set from the lashes all the way to my brows. Okay, for our transition, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Magical. So you see how I'm just going like this? And you see all that kickback? Do you see that? So like I said before, I don't mind that, but a lot of people don't like that. So if you're that type of person, you're not gonna like the palette. So this shade blended out very well. I don't feel like it looks patchy or anything. It was very easy to work with. It was very blendable. It feels very creamy. The only thing is, I will repeat, is that it is very dusty. So if you're not into those type of shadows, you're not gonna like it. Moving on to this shade right here, I'm pretty sure she said this shade is Shooting Star, because I remember she said, I know it doesn't look like a shooting star. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of that. So this one is not as powdery. I mean, there is a lot of kickback, but not as much as Magical. And then I'm just going to bring it in a little lower than Magical. I think I want to play with the blues right here, so I think I'm going to do kind of like a halo look. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and that shade is called Water Bear. That is pigment right there. Okay, so I'm just going to tap it in. I'm gonna be honest, Water Bear, which is the blue that I just used, It's not my ultimate favorite out of the palette. It kind of applies patchy, I'm gonna say that. I had to really build a color, which I don't mind building. I feel like building is a lot better because that way you know when to stop and you don't get carried away. It is better to add than subtract. But I don't know if you can tell, I'm blending it and it's kind of blending into nothing. Like it's kind of fading. So I'm gonna say it's not my favorite shade. But Magical and Shooting Star are really pretty. I'm pretty sure when Kathleen Lights did her most recent tutorial, she used this blue in her video. And it looked really pretty. I just don't know why it's not working out for me. This eye by far has been the toughest. It's almost like I have to pack the color and not blend it. But then if I don't blend it, it looks ridiculous. So I don't know. We're just going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and add this shade right here. And that shade is called Kaleidoscope. And I'm just going to add that in the middle part of the eyeballs. I actually shouldn't say that because then my video will get demonetized. So I'm not going to spritz it or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. That's a really pretty shade. And that's like no spritz or anything. For the lower lash line, I did already add some of Magical when I was adding it to the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and add more of Shooting Star. And then tighter in the tight line, I'm going to go in with Water Bear. I'm going to add some NYX black pencil on my waterline. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and then we will be back for the lippies. The lashes that I'm wearing are Kiss in Gala. I want to put some inner corner highlight, so I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and that shade is Sweet Dreams. Let's move on to the lips. Start off with Revere, or however you pronounce it, which is called Dream in French. And again, this is an ultra satin lip, so it's not going to be drying or anything on your lips. It doesn't smell like anything. So this is Revere. It's really, really pretty, guys. Like, really pretty. It's not streaky whatsoever. It feels super comfortable on the lips. I really, really like it. Definitely feel like I have too much going on. Like, the top is heavy, the lip is too bold. So I definitely wouldn't wear both of these together, but it's a stunning color. I would probably do very minimal makeup, almost no eyeshadow, and just rock the lip. Let the lip speak for itself. It's so beautiful. We're gonna next try out this one right here. It's another ultra satin, and this one is called Dreamy. This shade is so beautiful also. This shade is called Dreamy. It's such a beautiful, beautiful color. I feel like these could almost go together. I feel like we could almost do these together, the eyes and the lip, but the lip is a little too, it's a little too pinky nude. It's not like super pink, but I feel like it's still too much. Like I feel like you almost need to go like bare, just like a gloss with the eyes. So it's still a very, very beautiful color, and it feels so comfortable on the lips. And the last shade is Moonchild, and it is an ultra glossy lip. So this is Moonchild. Now this is the perfect shade for this eye look. I feel like we were the three bears trying to find our perfect bed type of situation. But I really, really like this gloss. It's not sticky at all. And it does have a tint of color. As you can see, it is kind of like a baby muted pink. And there is shimmery particles in the gloss as well, but they don't reflect on your lips whatsoever, but it just gives you that little hint of color on your lip. I think that this shade is gonna look absolutely stunning on all type of skin tones, to be honest. I just feel like it's like the perfect universal glossy nude for everybody, and I really, really like it. Well guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys liked my first impressions with the Kathleen Lights collab. Just a quick rundown on the products and what I think. Her palette, honestly, it's a very raw first impression on my lips. It's a very raw first impression. I will say I do like the colors that she has on her palette. I feel like the colors are very, very beautiful. I really liked how these two blended out, you know, the transition shade right here. I can't decide if it's completely matte or if it has shimmer. I feel like it has some type of sheen. It feels kind of silky. I feel like, you know, they feel very creamy, they feel very buttery. However, you are going to get kickback from a lot of the shades from the matte, especially because they're pressed so gently. But they are very pigmented, they're very easy to blend, they're not patchy at all. This shade right here, which is called Water Bear, this is the one that gave me the most trouble, but honestly, if you look at my eye look, it looks really, really nice. It looks like I really took my time blending it, and it looks really, really pretty. So this shade right here, you just have to really have the patience to work with. You kind of have to add and blend and blend and add. So definitely have the patience, but I will definitely use this palette again in another video, and I'll use other colors. That way you guys have, you know, more information as far as the palette. But I do like the palette. I feel like it's really good quality, and it's only $16, and I'm pretty sure it's limited edition. So if you like Kathleen Lights, or if you like the, you know, the colors that she came out with, definitely pick it up. The lippies, honestly, I don't have a single negative thing to say about it. The formula is absolutely beautiful. I really, really like the shades. This color for sure I would rock any day of the week, any season of the year. I would just definitely wear it more on like the neutral side, you know, like nothing on the eyes, and just have this be the focal point because it's a really, really beautiful color. Ultra Satin Lip in Dreamy, another beautiful color. I honestly like how it looks on me in my skin tone because I am more of a medium brown situation. And then lastly, the lip gloss, which is what I have on. I absolutely love it. It's a really, really comfortable formula. I don't like glosses that kind of stick to your lips and then they kind of give you that crease in your lips, if that makes any sense. So all in all, I do like her collection. I feel like it's a really, really good collection. I feel like she really took her time and really executed this palette and the lippies, so I definitely give it a thumbs up and I do recommend them. If you're not into all the lippy colors and you feel like you wouldn't wear all of them, maybe just a couple, definitely just buy what you would wear. And the lippies are $6 each. I will have everything linked down below in case you guys want to buy them. I bought everything on the first launch, but it sold out and then it came back on Friday, so I'm not sure if anything has sold out, but if it's still available, I will link it down below. And I will also update you guys on Snapchat in case you guys are interested in buying it if it is sold out and it comes back in restock. So that is everything I had to say. I hope that you guys like this video. I will insert swatches of the palette at the end of the video, and I'll see everyone next time. Bye!